Kildare are the Táilteann Cup champions for 2025, beating Limerick by a goal in 24 to 2-19 in Croke Park. They hang on. Limerick's last gasp attack. The shot flies over the bar. Kildare hang on. 124 to 2-19. They win the Táilteann Cup for 2025. And the thing that impressed me the most about Kildare's performance in this game is when Limerick hit the back of the net for their second goal, Kildare found themselves, that was on 48 minutes, Kildare found themselves 2 points behind, and it seemed the momentum was with Limerick, but Kildare responded with 8 points in the next 15 minutes from Brian McLaughlin. Dara Kieran were player of the match, Kevin Feely, Colm Dalton, Tommy Gill, all on the score sheet, and then they showed the defensive solidity to hold that till the end. Deserving Táilteann Cup champions for 2025. What a first year it's been for Brian Flanagan.
Yeah, no, it's been a brilliant year for Brian Flanagan. There's no question about that. Kildare, it felt like they had the game in the balance at half-time. They were 1-13 to 1-9 up. Kerwin's goal after 20 minutes felt like a big moment. It pushed them 7 in front. And at that stage, you felt, okay, Kildare are going to kick on from here. They're going to probably go another 5-6 points in front, and this game could be dead and buried soon enough. But credit to Limerick, they came back fighting. They got the next 5 scores in a row. They reduced it to 2. They kept themselves in it the whole time, getting it back to 1 point when Peter Nash's point was just before Killian Ryan's goal. And it looked up in the moment that a shock was on the cards, but in fairness to Kildare, they kicked it up a notch with Kerwin and Dalton to the fore. And look, despite the final 2 points from Limerick, Rory O'Brien's one being extremely, extremely close to the goal. I'd say Brian Flanagan's heart was pumping, going absolute 200 mile an hour at that point. But yeah, look, he must have been a relieved man when that ball went over the bar. And yeah, it's a big win for Kildare. They haven't won a championship of any kind in such a long time. So for them to get this one over the line, and you've seen what it's done to the likes of Down. I think they're a real solid Ulster side now and could be a team that can start to challenge for Ulster titles again over the next number of years. Meath, you've seen what it's done to them now. They're All-Ireland semi-finalists. Westmeath, okay, maybe Westmeath have been a bit more unlucky in terms of results because they performed really well over the course of the year. Just the results didn't go their way a lot of the time in both league and championship. But it just shows what winning a Táilteann Cup can do for a county. And with how competitive Leinster is set to be next year now, this could be a real catapult for Kildare. And yeah, for Kildare now, they'll be aiming for the Leinster title next year against the likes of Dublin, against the likes of Meath, against the likes of Louth. So real big win for Kildare. And look, congrats to them, begrudgingly, congrats to them. But look, they deserved it in the end.